everyone, welcome back. So I am sipping on some coffee to wake up since it was early in the morning, and I am going to be using the Maybelline Master Concealer all over my eyelids just to prep it for shadows. I do like to use concealer to even out the discoloration on my eyelids, and this also helps make our eyeshadows last longer. The main eyeshadows I'll be using is from this NYX Ultimate Shadow Palette, and this is in the number 3. I will be taking this white shade on a flat brush and just applying it all over my eyelid to prevent the shadows from budging. This way they blend out easier. On a fluffy blending brush, I am using the MAC 217 brush. I will be taking this terracotta color and applying this right into my crease, focusing most of the shadow on the outer corners of my eyes. I did kind of want to create like a halo effect, so I will be applying this just on my crease, and as I'm applying it, I'm also blending it out to prevent any harsh lines. I'm going to take my time on building up this shade so you guys can see the process of how it goes, and I will be slowly adding more color. With a clean blending brush, I'm just going to make sure everything is well blended. Going back to the MAC 217 brush, I will be taking this dark red shade and placing it right on top of the first shade. I just wanted to make it a little bit more pigmented and give it a little bit of depth with that red shade. And then with a clean blending brush, this is my Morphe brush, I just can't remember which one it is off the top of my head. I will be making sure everything is well blended, and I'll be doing the same thing on the other eye. So what I am doing by applying so many shades is layering them so they buff out nicely and they blend out smoothly. For more depth and dimension, I'll be mixing that red shade with the dark brown shade and placing this right on the outer corners of my eyes and also on my inner corners. And this is when I will start creating that halo effect. As you guys can see, these shadows are very pigmented. As I'm applying, I'm also kind of blending, but I will be taking a clean brush and just blending everything together. To make the shade in the center stand out, I'm going to take a little bit of concealer and apply this right in the center of my eyelid. Taking the Naked Cosmetics little shadow palette, I'll be taking the shade right in the middle on this flat brush, and I did spray it with some Cinema Secrets moisture spray just to make it appear a little bit more metallic-y. But as you guys can see, the shade itself is so pigmented. I love it. This was a gift from one of my friends though, so thank you so much for this gift. I really love the shadows. Oh, hi Snow. I am voiceovering in my living room and my dog started barking. So as you guys can see, the shadow is gorgeous, and just to make it appear a little bit more like a pop of champagne underneath, I'm applying a little bit of this shimmering shade from the NYX Cosmetics palette with this flat brush. Then I'll be curling my lashes for some lift to prepare them for some falsies, but I will be going in with a coat of my Smashbox Xrated mascara. And I'll be applying my Ardell Lashes in the number 105. Moving on to the face, I will be moisturizing on camera, so I am using the Ofra Cosmetics Wanderlush, which you guys know it's my favorite. It does contain an ingredient that acts as a primer, but I will also be using the Ofra Cosmetics Poreless Face Primer. I love this combination because it really helps my makeup last all day. And for foundation, I'll be using the LA Girl Cosmetics in the shade Beige. I usually like to dot this all over my face and then work it in with a brush, and I am using a Real Techniques brush right now. I really like this foundation because it's very lightweight and it has like that hydrating look to the skin and very glowing. The coverage is amazing as well. For concealer, I'll be using the Maybelline Master Concealer in the shade Light Medium. I will be applying this right underneath my eyes to cover my dark circles, and this will also help illuminate that area. I really like this concealer because I feel like it does the job on covering my dark circles, and I usually do like to blend it out with my foundation brush just so it looks a little bit more natural. And to set it in place, I'm using my RCMA translucent powder, which you guys already know I love and I mention in every single video. This really helps in my T-zone area because this is my most oily area, and it's not expensive at all, so anyone can purchase this. And for blush, I'm doing something a little bit different, and I'm using the Benefit Cream Blush, and I'm applying this with a stippling brush right before applying my powders. That way it looks a little bit more natural. And to set the rest of my face, I'll be using the Flower Beauty Translucent Powder. In all the areas where I just want my makeup to last all day, but I kind of don't want to take away from that glowingness to my skin. And taking my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, I'll be mixing the middle shade along with the darkest shade and apply this right underneath my cheekbones, on the sides of my forehead, and also on my jawline. And this is just going to bring back dimension and make my face appear slimmer. I'll be taking my e.l.f. Cosmetics Moonlight Pearls Highlight, and I'll be popping this right on top of my cheekbones. This stuff is very inexpensive and it's so good. I really love the highlight it gives to my skin. I do pop this on my cheekbones, a little bit on my forehead, on the tip of my nose, and also on my cupid's bow. This is one of those highlights where it's pretty blinding. So if you're into that, you would definitely love this. Going back to the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, I'll be using the same shades I used to bronze my face, just to contour the sides of my nose to make it appear slimmer. To fill in my eyebrows, I'll be using the ANASTASIA Beverly Hills in dark brown, and I am using a Morphe BK11 brush. Going back to that terracotta color, I'll be applying this right underneath my lash line just to complete the eye look. And then I'll be taking the dark brown shade just to give it a little bit more of that smoked out effect. And I'll be applying some mascara to my bottom lashes as well. But don't forget to blend that out. Taking that gold color on this small taking that gold shade on a Sigma brush, I will be applying this on my inner corners. Taking the white matte shade, I'll be placing this red on my brow bones just to make it appear a little bit more clean. And to set my brows in place, I'll be using the clear brow gel from Anastasia. And for my lips, I'll be taking the Toreutique Nuntucket lipstick. And to give my lips more dimension, I'll be using the Essence lip liner. Since the eyes were very bold, I wanted to keep it very nude on the lips, and this is one of my favorite nude lip combinations. Then taking my Laura Geller highlight in Portfino, I'll be applying some right on top of my cheekbones just to give my face a little bit more of that beaming look. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!